What's up, Y2? Today I'm here to show you 3 simple steps that can help you improve your credit overnight, 24 hours. Now, this is very legitimate. Before we get started, let's go over a brief understanding of what credit really is. Now, when most people think credit, they think credit cards, which I agree, this is a big part of credit, but it's just the basic level of credit. Now, credit runs deep. Now, credit is the reason why you can buy a house with no money down. You can go to the dealership and get a $50,000 car and up with no money down. Credit basically is an endless financial fund that you have access to with no spending limit. But most people get stuck on the basic level of credit cards, which then leads to past due bills or owing large amounts, because I understand sometime life happens. You lose your job, family emergencies, you have to use your credit card. But this basic level of credit right here is the reason why most people credit starts to go downhill. They give up on their credit score because they're constantly on a lot of bills. And then you have the debt collectors. They're calling you. They want you to pay the amount. They don't care about your situation. And honestly, these guys have one job. Their job is to show that, hey, this person right here, they're not financially responsible. They're not able to pay their bills on time. They're not someone you can count on to provide a large amount of funds to. They're not going to be able to pay that debt amount. Or they show a lot of financial institutions, hey, this person is financially unresponsible. You can't trust them. And I want you to start to think of credit now as your grade, your score on how you take care of your bills, your finances. Now you're getting graded. The top grade is 850. Most people fall below the 500 range, which 500 could be fair, good, depending on your situation. But you can change that yourself. You don't need to, resort to credit repair agencies, because now they have a simple job. All they do is basically do simple steps that you are capable of doing online to take those collections or accounts off your credit. And credit repair companies make a lot of money for doing something simple. You're asking, what do they really do? They do something simple. They send out dispute letters. And they send out these dispute letters continuously, back to back to back to back, until the collection agent says, hey, man, we're going to take this debt away. We're done receiving the letters. Because one thing I want you guys to know is, hey, for instance, let's say I owe a closed account with T-Mobile for $150. And my number changed. T-Mobile is not able to get a hold of me. They've been calling. They sell that debt to a collection agency. The moment that debt gets sold to that collection agency, it is a new contract that is no longer binding to my knowledge. I have all right to dispute that debt, saying that, hey, I don't have no knowledge of this debt. This debt was a new contract without my knowledge. And this is where I come in. I've been doing a lot of talking just to give you a brief overview, but now we're going to get into the bulk of everything. I'm going to show you in 3 simple steps how to repair your credit in 24 hours. Because it's very simple. The same dispute letters that these collection credit repair agencies are sending up continuously, we can do that ourselves online. 3 simple steps. Now, the 3 simple steps includes several main credit repair reporting agencies. Experian, Credit Karma, LexisNexis. There's many more. There's CoreLogic, TransUnion. These main agencies that I just named are going to boost your score from whether you're at 300, 400, all the way up to 700 if you continuously do these steps back to back. And it's going to depend on the debt at the same time, which is very key. But you have to do these steps back to back to back to back until you get all those accounts closed off your credit report. Now, the reason why I said it's going to depend on the debt is let's say you owe 3,500 with Discover. Now you could definitely dispute that debt, but that is such a large amount that you're gonna have to continuously dispute this debt until it is removed from your credit report. Now, one of the steps within the 3 steps is gonna greatly help that process. It's gonna make that process smoother. But large debt such as this, 3,000, 2,000 and above, is gonna need multiple disputes, which is very simple. Now we're gonna get started. You're gonna need Credit Karma. You're gonna want to get Credit Karma. On the Credit Karma page, you're gonna want to go to the For You section. If you have the app, there's gonna be a section down. You're gonna want to scroll all the way down on the For You section of the app, or you could do this on the desktop. And you're gonna want to go to Accounts, and you're gonna click See All. Once you click See All, it's gonna show you pretty much all of your accounts that you owe at the moment. Now this is somebody account right here, that I help. Now this person right here currently has a current credit card with Capital One that we're gonna go into, but these are all the closed account that this individual has disputed and got taken off their credit report. Now this individual's credit score was much lower than what it is currently. So, he's made great improvements. That's what I can say. You see the other debt below. Now that is a student debt. Now, as far as disputing collection accounts, certain institutions you cannot dispute, such as the IRS, education. These are things that you're not necessarily going to be able to dispute, but these are supposed to be forgiven by the Biden administration, quote unquote. So we're still waiting to see that happen. But all the other collection that was on this account has been closed, has been disputed, and some of them were charges from $150 to $200 to $300. We had a large amount of $3,000 on there that needed multiple disputes. Eventually, it was taken off the credit report. This is one of the first steps. Like I said, you can do this on Credit Karma, the app, or you can do this on the website itself. But this right here is a student debt. You cannot dispute that. We're still waiting for the Biden administration to take that off. Next, we're going to go to Experian. Now, this guy scores at 580, close to a 600. Prior to that, it was much lower. But as you can see, all that came from several disputes. Now, we're going to do the same thing on Experian. Because as I mentioned before, Credit Karma, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, these are some of the main credit report agencies. So we're going to go to Credit. And that's going to take you right here to your credit report page. It's going to show your credit score. All you want to do now is scroll down at the bottom. It's going to be a third option that says File a Dispute. Literally, we're doing the same thing we just did on Credit Karma. Now we're doing that on Experian. Now, if you have TransUnion, Equimax, CoreLogic, you're going to do the same thing on those platforms. File a dispute. Boom. It's going to take you to your credit report page, where it's gonna list all your accounts, closed accounts, negative accounts. Now, this guy only has 2 potential negative accounts that are currently being disputed, So give us some time. I think they were recently disputed. They should be off within a week or so. Otherwise, you dispute those charges again, because this is the same thing that you're gonna go ahead and pay a credit repaired agency for. Next, we're gonna go to LexisNexis opt-out form. Just Google that. It's gonna pop up. LexisNexis opt-out form. Click on that. Now, this is very important. This is one of the most important steps. This is the steps that you are literally telling whoever has your information out there that's providing them to these credit reporting agency, I do not want my information shared. That's the option you're going to select. Once you select that option, it's going to have you enter your personal information, last name, address, first name, social. Click Next. Fill out the form, submit the form. Now they're going to go out there and pull your information to not be available for these credit report agencies, which will then stop the credit reporting from disrupting your score. Do me a favor. If you found this video helpful in any way, shape, or form, drop a comment. If you tried these 3 steps, drop a comment. And most importantly, hit the subscribe button for me. Support the channel. Let me know if you want to hear another video on other ways to improve your credit using credit cards. You know, there's many other ways to improving your score, but these are the 3 easy steps that anyone can do to help their credit score improve within 24 hours or a week, depending on the debt.